Oh, is the stream good? Whoa, little hiccup there at the start. Hello there, welcome. Back to another Mando Monday. Today we've got an interesting build. So I don't really know what I want to do for a Adelphi base from the Mandalorian, but I do know I want to get a Adelphi base built. That's the one thing I do know. Hello there, Moonshoes. Hello there and welcome. I had a little panic for a second there because I couldn't find Mike's good, right? Mike seems to be running. I couldn't find the microphone. I couldn't find my microphone. And then it was right in front of me, by the way. Like, I didn't have to look far for it. But it's just one of those moments where it wasn't in my hand. And you think, oh no, that's it. I've lost it. No microphone stream. Mute stream. That would still be fun, I'm sure. Good to finish the sequels, which I'm hoping to do Thursday. If I'm not back in time by Thursday, it's going to be a very long week on the channel, but there are still videos. I started scheduling those in advance. So basically, all I've got planned for today is to recolor the X-Wing, recolor the Y-Wing, get something for Adelphi base. I'm thinking Adelphi base, right? Rather than just doing slopes around the wall like we did for Maul. I don't want to blow up the Maul prison cells. I'm thinking we get a bit more of the scenery. I also don't want to redo, like for Yavin, we use the X-Wing trolley. That does show up in Adelphi base in Mando. It's still a bit hot. So I don't really want to reuse a lot of builds that we've done. And I could bring in the BDX droid. I could bring in the BDX droid from... Oh, I've been doing this the whole time. I do have another band in my hand. I got 2 of the rubber bands for BB-8. If you've watched the BB-8 stream, you'll know the BB-8 uses 2 rubber bands to give a bit of friction to the wheel, and actually it's to spin the head. Really, that's what it's for. I've got 2 rubber bands. I might put those on once we start brainstorming, because otherwise I'm going to lose them. I had 2 earlier. Can I find where that other one went? No, I have no idea where that other band went. And then I got another one and I just misplaced that as well. Thankfully it was like 2 bricks to the left, but still not great that I've been misplacing them. I should really put this on charge as well as we're building. No instructions today, so a nice relaxed build. If you got things to part out, I'd recommend grabbing those and unbuilding along. Let's go. The X-Wing is the Smart Play X-Wing. It's not going to be the New Republic X-Wing. I haven't built that yet. I do want to build it, but because we've got the Smart Play X-Wing already built, it kind of, it just doesn't feel right. It's not right if I break that down to get something else built when we already have an X-Wing. Same with the Lambda Shuttle. We've got the Death Star Lambda Shuttle, so I don't know if I'll be building the newer one. Maybe I'll build it over Christmas, or towards Christmas at least, because there's not a lot of Star Wars sets for the rest of the year, as we've seen. We've got, what do we have? We have the Lambda Shuttle still. That didn't come out June. That's been delayed till July. We've got a few Mando sets. We got the AT-AT, which is July, and the Sandcrawler. Are they both July? Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. I think they're both July. Are you both July? Where are 67 sets? Whoa, hold on. Forget about Star Wars. What's the new one? What's the new Lego set? 67. Oh, no, load. Come on. Do I have to open a new tab? Had to open a new tab. Look, it's the Demon Hunters. The Demon Hunters cat. They finally revealed it. Actually, Tink showed me this, the official reveal over on Instagram earlier on. I should be able to pull that up as well. 6-7. This is the 6-7 set. And this is coming out 1st of August. Oh, that looks derpy, but that does look good. It looks better than some of the other buildables. 60 quid. Even the parts are there. Oh, wow. 825. Is this like Simba? Yeah, 4 studs for the feet. This is just bigger than I expect, isn't it? This is, leg-wise at least, like the feet are like the gingerbread AT-AT or the midi-scale AT-AT. And I think the new eyes for the bird, which, if you don't know, the bird does have 3 eyes. What is that? Oh, wait, it can like eat the envelopes. And that tongue, is that a... That's a pull out the jaw and stick it. It's similar to Toothless. Can't get the tongue in there the whole time. Loving the box of it too. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh yeah. Netflix K-pop Demon Hunters, a Netflix film. I like the way Netflix do that. Netflix title, a Netflix film. It's like Star Wars, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. But even Star Wars didn't do that. They called it Rogue One, a Star Wars story. But yeah, it's funny when they double it up. That looks cool. I like this set. And for K-pop Demon Hunters, I think it's such a popular set. They know this is going to sell well. It's going to be like Simba it's going to be like Simba, like Groot, like Grogu. I guarantee you there are videos out already that are no one asked for it. Who wants this? No one's going to buy it. It's going to sell well. If you don't think this is going to sell well, I'm sorry, it will. There's no way this does not sell well. At 60 quid as well, this is like the perfect one-off set. I wish we got an 8080 at this scale. First, well, we did. We got the gingerbread one, I guess, which is essentially what I wanted in grey. And it comes with 2 envelopes. This one was blue. Hello, friend. And then the date one, which is the purple. Do we get a close-up of the... Not really. And we get the plant pot. I actually really like this set. I've been working on K-pop. I've actually finished designing K-pop Demon Hunter minifigures a year ago when it came out. And this would be the great chance to revisit those. So, what was it? August 1st? I'm going to put that in my diary. Derpy Tiger and Susie Bird. Yep. Sums it all up. Anyway, what do we have for Star Wars? I love this. You're not even sure what you're looking at, but you like it. Genuinely, it's one of those sets. Yeah, this isn't even like a main character or that. Even if you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters, it's not a forgettable character, but I feel like a lot of people will... It's not where your mind goes. If I was to start listing characters from K-pop Demon Hunters, this would not be the top 10. I actually don't think the Tiger would be the top 10. Susie Bird might make the top 10. Might be 10. But no, surely not 10. You got the main 3, you got the manager, you got the Sarja boys. How many Sarja boys? There are like 5 of them. Then you got the demon. Yeah, not top 10. Not even I don't know if groups should count as multiple characters though. Because I feel like unless I can name all the Sarja boys, then yeah, maybe they should count as 1. And then it sneaks in Star Wars, 5 sets remaining. Advent calendar. Forgot about the Advent. And then we've got July is the Lambda. What are these? These are August. July, August, September. Give us an October set. Come on. My October's packed full of ideas, but I will make room if they drop a Halloween build for Star Wars. Oh, especially some of the Empire ones. They get some Night Trooper builds in there, some zombies. We do have the New Republic X-Wing, but what's the last Y-Wing that we got from Lego? Besides ages ago. I don't remember the last one we got. Yeah, that is all for the new Lego announcements today. But who knows? There might be more in the near future when they announce the new stuff coming out. I don't think January is going to be announced till Christmas again. Didn't they do that last year? They announced all the January bits. I'm missing a fig. Oh, you might be down there. Didn't they announce all the January stuff over the Christmas holidays? Because I remember coming back at the end of the year and having to go through like 200 sets or 150 for January. I didn't even set up the this cam yet. So I definitely think we'll be streaming when we can in December to get through all of those. And also this week is I said it was the Nia magazine. It's not. It's the Star Wars. It's the BX Commando droid, which I am so excited to be getting because I really wanted the MTT in May. It only went down to 100 or so pounds, which meant ultimately I didn't end up picking it up. So now I can get I've already got a Bly. I've already got like a few battle droids. I can get a commando. Don't know if I'll be getting 2 commandos. I think I'll just get 1 because we can always share the magazine, but I'll probably pick up one commando, because I don't think I'd use a commando, at least a multiple commando, too much. It'd be nice having a spare commando, but I always said that about the old one, and now we've got a new design. So is there a point in me picking up 2 to get a double, then Tinks and I have a magazine each? Or do I just pick up the 1 and make sure to use a pencil? Or just not write in it? Some of the magazines, actually the Ninjago magazine has been impossible as of recently. Some of the puzzles in it, at least Star Wars isn't too bad. Star Wars isn't much better with any of the dice games. They suck, but all of the other ones seem to be fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab BB-8 whilst we talk about Adelphi. Grab BB-8, grab the X-Wing, grab the Y-Wing. Try not to poke too many holes in BB-8. Where's the Y-Wing? Good question. Where is you, Y-Wing? Oh, you are. I've just piled everything on you. Of course I have. And with BB-8, besides the fact that they're a little bit fragile, the way we have built them, cheaper, easier, just a little bit fragile, I should be able to crack this in half like an egg. I hope so. David Tennant and Jodie Whittaker and now are in the Only Murders in the Building. Oh, when's that? When's the new season? I like that show. That would be an awesome Lego set to get. There's so many Disney shows and things like that that aren't too popular but would make an awesome Lego set. And that would make an awesome Lego set. Just like a part of the building, Spider-Man style. A part of the building. Of course you fall out. And then come with a few figures. Probably not Tennant, but does Tennant have a minifigure? We haven't got a Kilgrave. We haven't got an official, like a physical David Tennant Doctor. Does David Tennant have a minifigure? Who am I forgetting? His character in Harry Potter technically doesn't have a minifigure because it was in disguise, I think. I think it was the disguised form. How did this... Oh, you went around there. Yeah, I don't think Tennant has got a fig. Which is crazy with all the roles he's played. We don't have anything on like Good Omens or any of that. And to be fair, I think Jessica Jones season 1 set would be crazy for Lego to do. Given the themes in it. Lego don't like violence too much, let alone that level of it. Right, come on, a good thing with these hairbands is they stretch out a lot more than you'll ever need them. Which is all good until I stretch it too far and snap it. But I have faith in these. Hardest part is getting around them. Now that the pins are in, are you in? Oh, you are not liking that. Okay though, I think we're good. We got business. And the other way's good as well. It works, it works. Can't fault it for working. I think I just had to stretch it out. It's like a balloon. When you're blowing up a balloon, you've got to stretch it out before you start trying to blow it up. Yeah, otherwise it just snapped right back. Gone. Gone. Oh, you got a twist. Is that going to be a problem? Are you going to be a problem? It's so slow. We might need a bigger gear in here. All right, you've settled into it now. So you best behave, and I'm going to clip you on there and see what you do. We don't have the head in yet, but we can see what these gears are going to do just by putting like a brick on there. Oh, even with our extra support, buckled under the pressure. Tennant's played a few other roles, but I'm realizing now. So that's an icon set. The new K-pop. Does it show up if I search K-pop? Or does that show me BTS? No, it does. Takes you straight through to the set page as well. So that new K-pop set is an other. Wait, it's not even icons. It's under other. It's the same stuff as like Lego seasonal builds. That's a mistake. Surely that's a mistake. It's not icons because it doesn't say it on the box. It's straight up just a one-off. There's no partnership there. Well, that sucks. Just a one-off? Fair enough. Yeah, it's this connection here is too tight for it to actually rotate round. So, oh, unless that's the whole point, it's meant to like push it back up. Do you think that's the point? No. Why aren't you moving around like that? Definitely needs a bit more traction. Wouldn't a gear ratio be better for this? And then we move that on the inside because it doesn't drop as low, so it's not getting caught. Change of plans. We are building BB-8 instead of... No, we will build a Adelphi base. But I don't want to get this BB-8. Oh, we should be saving this for the BB-8 stream. This is what peeps want to see on that. Let's see what gears we have. Any big ones? Because this grey one, I think, is the size we'll need for this. And then this gets the head wobble. But I think Lego were after for it. Perfect. And probably a black one. I think that will do. Just got to switch these out, and that saves the rubber bands. Not that they need saving. We've got plenty of them now. Yes, you in there. And I hope you work. Please fit. At least come apart. Yes. Do you fit in here? Oh, you actually don't fit in with the beams. That sucks. Yeah, actually that really sucks because I don't think there's another piece that I could use. Oh, what if that's the issue with these and the rubber bands? The rubber bands are actually getting stuck. Oh, that might be it. Well, I might... do I keep that? Do I keep that? I'm thinking of switching that to a bigger bush. That way we could still get the two rubber bands in. I just feel like they're going to be more secure. Because that wider bush will have... Oh, they're not even in this drawer, are they? No. That wider bush will have even more space for the band. I won't be trying to spin it out. Oh, that's a single. That's a double. Let's go red. Let's get a bright red one. I think this is where the pink one was going to go. And then... Can we place them on whilst this is in? Like lap it around? What about just one? Yep, there we go. There's one of them connected. But boy, is this just like in there solid. And I think it's because of the edge. What if we made this hoop smaller? What if we had a wheel? What sort of wheels do we have that have that? We have like some actual wheels. Some wheelie court ones. I think that one's too small. Oh, where did that drawer go? Did I put it back? Why would I do that? Any wheels or anything wheel-like? No. Not by the looks, unless I got something hidden in here. Well, your wheel-like. Actually, you might work. You might work really well. Oh, no, you wouldn't, because you don't have anything on the outside. Just when you think you've nailed it, You realise you haven't. Right, this will... got to be one of our best bets then. Maybe we need to get rid of the beams on the outside. You down there. I don't think we'll be needing you for Adelphi. Let's see if removing these just works. If it is a friction thing. Because when we removed them initially, we still had the pin in. And the pin would be rubbing against it. Why am I watching someone play football on Google? I'm sure that's helping the stream along. Very nice. And then one for the bottom. Don't disappear inside, which I think you have. Yep, you definitely have. Yep, not only have you disappeared inside, you've run around as well. All right, if this doesn't work, we'll save it for the BB-8 stream. Oh, that would have been so much easier, wouldn't it? Popping it off. And it is thicker. It's thicker than the wheel. At least the top one is. This one seems thinner. Might work if we get another band. Or better yet, without the beams. Oh no, there's a wobble to it. There's a wobble to it without the beams. But it works. It works and it goes quite fast. Hey, okay. It works with a wobble. Is there any way of dealing with that wobble without stopping it from working? Probably like a plate or something that we could run up it. What is this, a 1x9? If I get a 1x5, we get some pins to fill this, get some clips or frying pan studs. That would work, and it's held on the other side. Does it even need to be held on this way? Hey, and it does wobble the head. So as it goes along, do I have anything with an axle? I said about a brick. We're going to be leaving these off. Saves us changing any of it at least. We've just added the bands and taken off the beams. Beams for bands. So this is the X-Wing and the Y-Wing. We'll get round to it. The Y-Wing... the Y-Wing I want to change from yellow to red. And the X-Wing from red to blue. To match up to the ones that we see in Mando. Get some custom pilots in there maybe. Or we don't even need helmets on the pilots. Because helmets are the harder part. We just flip these faces around, give them hair pieces to match with some of the background characters we see in Mando, and that should work plenty. I don't remember which way. The fire goes out the door. That's how I remember. And then go on down your clip. Why? Oh, you're not in properly, so you're going to be held in by this plate. Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise you'd be flying all over the place, wouldn't you? I think if any of this wasn't secured in by another plate, it would, like these circles, be flying all over the place. And then the lid is perfect, just goes on top. And there's nothing holding this down. It literally slides on the top. There's no axle connections, it's just a pinhole. And if you want to see the rest of BBB built, then check out that stream. Let's have a little look at the motor on the top. What do I have with an axle hole? Absolutely nothing. So here is the temporary head for BB. And if BB's going, you can see the head, even if I spin it, will just keep going, turning. I need to get a motor on the underside. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh, there you go. Why does it stop there? There we go. Yeah, it keeps spinning different ways. There you go. So as BB goes across, his head wobbles. I thought it span, and that would have been weird. It's just a shame about it catching. Oh, we've lost a little bit in there. I'm going to sort that out on Thursday. And I think it's about time we get on with Adelphi base. This is just a start. For Adelphi base, we need a door. We need something. For Yavin, it made sense to have a little control panel. For Adelphi base, it kind of works as well because the resistance is very rebelescent. That's an album title. But first thing is the red. We have 2 red stripes on a on a specific, the first Y-wing that we see in Mando and Grogu, which is the BLT starfighter. And oh, here we go. Here's an image. Let's pull this up. Nope. Here we go from the wiki. This is the sort of Y-wing that we've got. So we have the red stripe coming around the side. I guess we could use the red slopes on top if we were to find those in red, change that front one to white, because we still have the white around the edge. I'm pretty sure I don't have those in red. I don't know what colors I do have. I'm pretty sure it ain't red. Red, actually I don't have any in there. Oh, I have red. Oh, wait a second, stream luck. Oh, that I'm pretty sure I don't have like £1 million in this drawer. Maybe it's the drawer above. It could be the drawer above that. Okay, stream luck has its limits. We can't push it. Would be nice to have a UCS Death Star. No UCS Death Star. Okay. It's on its way. I'm sure Lego are sending one out as we speak. Lego watching the stream. Oh, quick. We can get rid of another one. We can get rid of another one is crazy for like a 900 odd pound set. I guess we can give this away. It's taking up so much shelf space, Lego. Come on. We'll take it off your hands. Literally G-slopes and these panels, and we are set for the Y-wing. I didn't realize this would be so streamlined, efficient. I'd have done this earlier. Well, we do need quite a bit of it in white. That yellow hay brick's going to stay down there. 2 red here, 2 red cheeses, and basically everything else in white. White tiles, cheese slopes, plates maybe. I'm actually thinking that plate back there should be a 1x1 in red, so I'm going to grab some red plates. If we have 1x1s, oh, that's not looking good. White tiles, and what did I say? Oh, cheese slopes. Some double, some single, some brackets as well. I know we need those in white. They ain't in white. Maybe red. Red will do. Tiles. Don't forget the tiles. White tiles. So this Y-wing is one of, if not the ones that do the bombing run. Oh, and a white 2x2. I don't know if the red, because usually they're squadrons, aren't they? But Y-wings are those ships that are just yellow. Maybe a few of them have repainted. I'm trying to think of what squadron was a. And what squadrons have we seen? I don't think they're coloured. Maybe they are, because each squadron would have like a. Maybe I'm thinking of this wrong. Maybe for the Resistance, they're keeping like the red, the blues, but they're now grouped off. So say like the 501st, for instance, just to throw a number out there, the 501st Blue Legion, Squadron Legion. Oh dear, I'm thinking clones now. Hello there, Snow Blizzard. Good morning. The 501st Blue Squadron, the 501st Red Squadron, and this is for the Resistance bases. Anyone that's just joined and think we've gone back to the Clone Wars. I forgot how I built that. That's a snazzy cockpit. I like that, I do. Oh, we should also have got the yellow tiles. We got so many for the N1. Just need to. I think all I'm missing is the 2 slopes around the top of that. And some 1x1s on the back. And this is also more Wedge's colour, is it not? With a red astromech. A little bit of red in there. And a white cheese slope. White. I know we got the red because we've been breaking down Santa Claus from last year. It's almost Christmas in July. Wow, it's almost July. Wait, it is almost, it's like 2 weeks out of July. What? Where did that come from? Whoa, back up a little bit. No, it can't be July yet. We've got so much more to build. And then you back here. And then you. We need a Clone Wars Y-Wing. It's been too long. Next time we get a Y-Wing, Clone Wars or not, it's going to be a 501st Y-Wing, I think. Actually, I don't want it to be yellow. I want it to be blue. Because I haven't seen Lego ever do a blue Y-Wing, I don't think. Has Lego, someone fact check me on that. Has Lego ever done a blue Lego Y-Wing? Because is that a new color? We got yellow as the common one. I think Ahsoka had a red one. Did Ahsoka have a Y-Wing? Ahsoka had a red one. We've seen like plain ones with the Rebels. Did Ahsoka have... Yeah, Ahsoka had a red and white one-ish that may or may not have shown up in the Clone Wars. I think it was the painting. So we had yellow, blue, red. And I'm just saying that's what the Rebels use as their call signs. Red, yellow, and then blue. Coincidence? I don't think so. I think they use the colours of the ships. I think the Resistance pretty much is down to maybe 2-3 squadrons. The New Republic would have a few, but definitely the Resistance very much strapped. Good point. Because we know where the Resistance is and they don't have a lot of ships. They lose all their ships on Dakar. And if you've played Fortnite, Battlefront, when Star Wars has been around, either of those games, not Battlefront in Fortnite. That's a whole new game. Haven't got around to playing. I think there is a mode, Galactic Siege. Haven't got around to playing that yet. But Dakar's not very big. There's like a handful of fighters there. And, well, you see it in The Force Awakens. They take on the entire base. There's not a lot of ships in that arsenal. So it makes sense if... It makes sense. The Resistance literally being a Adelphi base. The team that we see in Aftermath is a bit more New Republic and like Wedge as well on Chandrilla. Teaching peeps, so might survive whatever happens in the sequels. That looks cool. I like the red Y-Wing. I like it more than the yellow one. I do. I think I like it more than the yellow one. I'm wondering though if dark red would have looked... We don't have dark red, so like there's no option to have dark red. I wonder if dark red would have looked just as good though. And I want to get some red instead of that blue. Don't think we have any of those in red. I will have a look, but I don't think we do. Oh, we've already got them out. Look at that. We got brown. Brown might work. Hold on. No, red would work. A red plate. Because that wouldn't be too obvious. That'd be hidden just behind it as well. Yes, 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 yes. Instead of the grey one, get some colour back there. And then... Oh, why are you rocking like that? Why aren't you spinning freely? Are you on a, like an... You can't be on an axle connection, because the axle would be... Yeah, the axle wouldn't... Oh, wait, it's because of the clips back here. That stop it rocking. I remember it now. The Grievous lightsaber clips at the back. There we go. A little bit of red around the bands of it. I like that. Even in episode 8, you see that the whole heavy bomber section got wiped out. Yeah, that was... I don't think they had any Y-Wings at that point. Do we see a Y-Wing in the Citizen fleet? Like, Yeah, there is. There is. Doesn't Poe have a Y-Wing with R2-D2? They managed to scrap one together. Yeah, there's not a lot of ships in this, across the sequel trilogy, for better or for worse. Any cheese slopes in red? We're going to have to get rid of those red 5 stripes. And for inspiration, I'm going to be looking towards the New Republic ship. Because what scowls? What scowls? I've been meaning to copy across the scowls to a document. Actually, I could I set it up now? Because I've got my own login over here. Can I, is it as simple as copying and pasting? Is that something that I can do? I don't know if it will make me link it or that. I don't want to do that. And I definitely didn't want to do that. No. Undo the tutorial and get that out of here. I already know how to use Google's Excel. That is not great. Can I copy? Oh, it's copy. Wait, what? I didn't want to copy it to a new thing there. Hold on, what if I share this with myself? What if I share this with this email? Would that would work, right? And then I'd be able to, wait, that's perfect. Then I'd be able to edit it on both accounts. I think that's how it works. Share with others. And then, yeah, I guess what I could do long term is try to share it without the editor. Yeah, so editor, commenter, and viewer. Oh, so I want myself, I'm learning about Google Docs here. No, Google Sheets. What's the Excel one? I'm learning about that. So if I copy myself in as an editor, then I can have an invite for you as a viewer. If any of you want to download this and have a little look, I think that would make sense. I don't know. Oh, hold on, there's a publish to web. Make your content visible to anyone by publishing it to the web. You can link or embed your document. Oh, wait, this is good, but how does it look? That's what I want to know. Am I sure I want to publish it? As long as I can keep editing it, I think so. I think I want to do it. Do I want to do it? I don't know. Yes, wait, this, oh wait, but you can't use, oh, you can't use the document, which that bit sucks. So you can see the scales, you can't. All right, I'm gonna have a little look at that. It doesn't work for now, but I should be able to access it on this device. Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm getting it up. Why I'm getting up the scales is because I want to see how well these ships scale to each other. Hello there, Lus and viewers. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. To be fair, using the heavy bombers was stupid when X-Wings and Y-Wings would have been better suited, much better suited. Yeah, it was. I think it was more of like a threat, and then they realized, oh, they've got a lot of fighters. Let's pull them back. 100% sitting ducks, yeah. It was odd, but I think they were pushed so far. Like the planet they were just on just blew up in front of them. They barely made it away, and they were on the back foot. So yeah, I'll have a little look into making that document public so that you can access it and view it at any point. Hold on, I should close this down, shouldn't I? I do not want a professional email. Get out, stop advertising. All right, Google, you want to does Google need to sponsor me? We're on YouTube. I'm not sure how that works. Hello there, hello there. Considering torpedo missile technology exists and Poe had already wiped out the Dreadnought's weapons, a hit and run attack would have been better, much better. And they don't get to use the vehicles. I think there must have been some sort of cut. They spent so much on the Leia space scene where she's floating through space that they couldn't show any of the vehicles leaving the ground. They had to ground them and just blew them up anyway. Here we go. This is, I know how to redo. This is the scowl folder. I've started laying it out so that we've got the length of the actual thing, R2-3PO, where we find them, and then the Lego heights, and then it calculates the scale and the difference. It's easy because then I just have to plug in the numbers, and we already know how it works. Like, you know, the different, if you don't know the equations and want to make your own document, there you go. I've just rounded the first one and then subtracted the difference for the second bit. Yeah, quite straightforward, a lot easier than typing it into Google every time, and then whenever the set or build was made. But why were we on here? We were looking at the Y-Wing and the X-Wing, specifically not the New Republic X-Wing, the Smart Play. Smart Play X-Wing, which is a 1:55 scale, and the Y-Wing, which is 1:70. So they don't really scale up too much. The Y-Wing should be a little bit longer, but they're also the closest we've got to each other. New Republic X-Wing's even further. And I'm going to have to recalculate that one. Make sure that I've got the correct X-Wing. Because that's a good point. That changes the scale. I hate the fact that that's cut off. Let me just... There we go. This changes the scale because this is a Rebel X-Wing at 55, which is why we need the lengths. Because the difference between a New Republic X-Wing and a Rebel X-Wing is like decent. So a New Republic X-Wing is 15.68 and a Rebel X-Wing is 12.5. So that's 25% bigger. Wait, 25% bigger. So we need to flip that. We need to flip that over one, which is about 20% smaller. 20% smaller means you need about 20% more of them. Sorry for the math. I know you've come from a legal stream, but 20%, what's that? 55 times 1.2 is a 1:66 scale. Actually, that works out perfect, doesn't it? 55 times 1.2, because you're getting 55 times 0.2 is 11. 55 plus 11, 66. Perfect. And it's a lovely Star Wars number. So, to bring back to these ships, this X-Wing is 1:66 scale. This Y-Wing is 170 scale. Well, 169 point something. But 170 scale, easier to say, rolls off the tongue. And these are almost to scale with each other. We just need to get some more blue on the X-Wing. Hello there. The best vehicle would have been the B-Wing. Oh, the B-Wing's pretty cool. I want to see another Twilight, actually. Which is kind of, it's not a B-Wing, but it reminds me of the B-Wing in many ways. We got one for The Last Jedi. There were problems with the release of that because they had to swap out, or they removed one of the exclusive minifigures, which is kind of like the Kanan and Dooku. Might use that for calculating scale. What I should do is, I don't think it lets me, wait, where's, oh, I don't even have it up. I need to get that link. Did I get rid of, I think I got rid of that shareable link. Oh, great. That's, no, publish to web. How do I view that now? So I published it. Do I publish it again? Or is it because I published, which one did I publish? Oh, I published the other one. Okay. Can I access the link? If I can't access the link myself. Yeah, okay, I can access the link. Wait, where is the link? Yes, I do want to publish it. Here's the link. Make note of it. Do not come off the page. There we go. I've got a note of it. Does it let me copy any of the equations or anything? Because it's really handy doing it in a site like this. You can only copy the raw values. Oh, okay, maybe I'll add another header and I'll have the exact word in. I mean, you can scroll back in the stream and see it, but the good thing with having the exact word in is, let me go down to one that I've done it with, like the M round rounds to integers. So what the M round does is rounds this whole equation, which is this converted into centimeters divided by this already in centimeters to find the scale of the height, but it rounds it to the nearest whole number, the nearest one, the nearest single integer, and don't start adding any more numbers in there. And then what this one does is takes the rounded value and subtracts the non-rounded value to find the difference. This was bang on 18. That's a video that you'll see later on in the week. Yeah, very, very handy. Very, very handy for scale. So let's find the New Republic X-Wing. Odd space, but clearly you need to start adding spaces randomly in your searches and it shows up first. We nailed that. So, I'm already noticing that bloody blue stripe is going to be a pain to get on this set. No easy way around it. What we could do is see if the plates work. We'd have to modify the stairs, and I don't think the plates are going to go above this line here. So we might, I mean, the cockpit in this is hit and miss. This is the smart plate, so you cannot see what I'm even talking about. This is the smart plate. We've got the modified brick here without the smart brick. But Luke doesn't need as much space in that cockpit because of the way they made it. The way they made that cockpit that doesn't quite work. It still shimmies back and forth though. Could even get rid of these for, it's just white and blue. Cockpit's very far forward. Don't need the red plates. Goodbye. We need, I don't even think we need blue tiles, because if we're gonna swap this out, the nose should be, I'm gonna make the nose gray because the nose of a New Republic X-Wing is closer than that of a Rebel X-Wing. It's bigger, got a bigger nose. Why are you sunk? You are, aren't you? You're countersunk. So that I can't remove you like that. Yeah, you are. I can't believe you do that. We still get it up anyway. On. So, you're an old jumper as well. Why did I use that? They don't have the ridge at the bottom, so you're going to have to pull it up like so. These snot bricks, I want the front ones to... That's not a snot brick, that's a plate. That is a plate. And this nose ain't coming off, is it? All right. Come on. This plate will come off. And then we can get the slopes. I'm going to swap this to a white 2x3. That'll get the white on the tip. And then I think I make this white and then blue. Some white 1x2s. It has studs on the front, but it's a lot sleeker than what Lego have going on. So a white 2x3 and some snot bricks. That's what we need. Don't know why Lego had so many colors to these sets. They could make it a lot cheaper if they just stop. Oh, blue 2x3, isn't it? Let's get some blue in the interior. Haven't used a blue 2x3 since Otogunga. We built the Tri-Bubble Bongo. It's sentences like that you stop and think about, what on earth have I just said? Otogunga, Tri-Bubble Bongo, try saying that 5 times fast. Is that Star Wars right there? It's such a Star Wars sentence. The submarine in Phantom Menace, for anyone that doesn't understand me. Sometimes I don't understand myself. So, you want to be swapped out. Whether you are or aren't, this is all going to change. Oh, it's a blue 2x4. In fact, because I want to slide this forward, no, we do need the studs there. I want to tile this off. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. So, how far? You only go 1 forward, don't you? You go 1 brick forward. I'm going to replace you on the bottom with some rounded plates. Some rounded plates? Yeah, we'll double the rounded plates. Perfect. You could also be blue in the back or grey. Do you want to be blue? Do you want to be grey? Or do you want to be a round brick? Because a round brick won't get caught on anything, especially these grills at the front. So this is what I'm changing. I'm going to have a 2x3 and a tile. I'm not sure if I'm going to regret using said tile yet. So one way to find out. Oh, that's solid. That's not folding down. Yes, I love that. And you seem a little extra. Not sure how I feel about you right now. We'll make it white. One either side, astromech in there. We're keeping the little party mechanism and a little headboard as well. Although we could have rounded that off. So you need a tile there. Oh, hold on, you're too tall. You're meant to be flat. Oh, I see it now. So we just need a tile straight on there. And that grey, yeah, that grey's semi-important. I might have just swapped this out for what's essentially going to be some sort of slope anyway, which the slope might not work. The reason why I don't want to put a round slope here, if we put a tile next to it, the round slope might catch unless we put a cheese slope. Unless we put a cheese slope, then we'd have no worries of it. We've got, that's covered. So, oh, perfect. Perfect. In front of the cockpit, we have 12 studs up to the grey. 12 studs up the front, one lot of 3 in white with the studs, 2 lots of 3 with a tile, and 1 lot of 3 with the blue tile. So let's get some slopes, cover up the tip, the furthest point on our X-Wing, so that we know where we're building the rest. There we are. We've got 1 row. I should probably show you the desk. Yeah, I should probably show you the desk. We've got 1 row of white. We've got 2 rows to represent that tile. And then we've got the blue. And then we've got some massive grey that is actually like barely a stud, but we've gone a bit overkill for it. Maybe we just get the tile down there. Maybe the tile's easier. And that's the height of it. Yeah, the tile's definitely easier. Maybe even a blue seat. That would work. And then we get a grey ingot. Let's get the grey ingots out. That would be a great idea. Grey ingot, blue seat. Oh, plenty of those 501st. 501st battle pack is where I've got my blue seats from. Although now I want an extra plate underneath as well. Let's grab a grey plate to sit under. No slopes, no extra studs. Gonna suck for the white round bit on the bottom. But the studs on the blue plate will hold this cockpit, stop it from like shimmying too much. That's the wiggle it's got. Even just on the clips with nothing on the side. And we need some big old slopes. In blue, right? I got some in blue, right? Oh no, wait, is that a blue? Is this a blue? It's a blue! It's another blue and white. Should have checked white first. No whites. Well, I do have whites. They're on the Y-wing. Do you fit? No. No, you don't fit. Whoa. Oh, it's so close though. It's so close. Wait, I think you kind of fit here. If we build it out even more though. And do we want to do that? Not particularly. but not unparticularly either. The hardest part is not having the other bits in blue. That is definitely the hardest part. Or what I could do is add some blue plates. Let's see what other blue slopes I've got. To size up. Not any. Basically none. The odd double-sided. Basically none others. So they leave us no choice. What we've got to do is get rid of some of these brackets. So that would give the cockpit somewhere to rest as well. That might help it a little bit, stop it from being pressed down any further. And the cockpit does its dance. Such a silly cockpit, but it's so good at the same time. It works so well. Yes. Forgot to turn on live chat. Almost missed out on some of your messages. Hello there, Bevel. I'm doing good, thanks. There's got to be a better way to get these sides on. Let's de-bracket for now. My favorite voice actor in Clone Wars, de-bracket. De-bracket fix. Nah, de-bracket was funny enough. And the Mahusive tile, which I'm always afraid is going to snap right off, and we can't have any more of that. So, no, you need to be one out, and that's white, isn't it? We need a white stripe down the side. Let's use all of these. Wait, which side are you? That side. I'm going to get a 2x4. I don't know why I don't know why we don't have a 2x4. Is it something to do? Oh, it's to do with the plates underneath it. So that might cause us some issues with the white slope on the bottom. But that seems all right. That seems all right if we can get some headlight bricks. Maybe one at the front. Where's our fig? One headlight brick at the front. That will work. We've got the grill down where the handle will be. Yeah. I think that works perfectly. Okay, headlight brick at the front, maybe a headlight brick at the back as well, so we can squeeze a little something in there. And then same on the other side. I wish this set was a New Republic X-Wing, because it would have been cheaper than Luke's. For sure, it would have been probably a bit cheaper than Luke's, but we'll not dwell on that. The original trilogy sets. Oof. Doesn't help that a lot of them are UCS sets. I feel like that affects the price. All right. Maybe some cheese slopes at the back, or just a tile. I'm realizing we need that space, so tile it is. The more pieces we can repurpose from this set, the better. I still don't get what the whole deal with Luke. You know what? I've seen this in so many places. Why was it stuck? What was it sticking on? Oh, it's getting stuck on the 1x4, isn't ya? Yes, of course. Ingots it is then. Very expensive medium orange ingot in the back. That'll stop it sticking. I still don't get what the cockpit's about. If any of you do have this set, how did you get the X-Wing pilot in, or if you've seen it, how did you get the X-Wing pilot in the cockpit? Because there's two studs there, but they don't fit. I think it's to do with the slopes. There's slopes up where the arms are, but they don't align unless the minifigure's facing backwards, which is a problem because the minifigure can't drive if they're facing backwards. Not that half these figures could probably drive these ships anyway, but it helps if you look in the right way. And please line up. Please line up with the tile below. Oh, it does. Oh, it lines up. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, is it perfect though? Because we want that blue stripe. You know what? It's perfect. It is. It is perfect. We will get a... We could probably look at some other white tiles to add. Besides just clipping that on the side. That one's too chunky. Not terrible though, considering there's not a lot going on at the front. We just need something to line up. Yeah, I'm not sure we'll be able to get what I want to get on there. We will be able to get a clip still for the other side because, well, it sticks out just as far as a bracket does. We're going to need a white slope, but or why does the ladder always go towards the back of the cockpit? We're not here to question, we're just here to build an accurate X-Wing. Did all the work to enhance your tags for videos? Didn't realize a good video description is so useful. It is very useful for keywords especially, because titles are not enough space for keywords. Titles are nowhere near enough space for keywords. And yeah, definitely make the most of the description. But then I always look back at an old video. Whenever I watch an old video, I'll switch out or I won't even switch out. I will add more keywords into the description because stuff would have come out since then. And it applies for the exact same thing. Half the minifigure scale videos work for pretty much any single set. Oh, we could even get a little... Oh, we could get a little joystick or something on the inside. We could. Any studs for the side? Let's go with grey. Nice grey stud. Plenty of those to go around. Hello there, Clara Dune. It's like a Clara. What's her name? It's like a play on Doctor Who, Star Wars. I like it. Never read a video description, to be fair. I only read video descriptions when the ads are rolling. Genuinely, that is the time I read video descriptions. If the ads are like, if there's ads that I'm waiting for, or or it's literally just for the ads rolling. So they are quite handy for more algorithm stuff than people reading it. Unless you want to skip an intro, get straight into it, in which case your description could be your intro. Because I think that's something as well. There are so many... Even I have got so used to doing an intro. I'll try to break down at the start of the stream just what the stream's about, because they're helpful for people that are watching a bunch of videos. If you want to leave that out, you could always leave it for the description. What am I missing here? A 1x3, which I'm going to replace with a 1x6. Very odd choice. But I think a 1x6 is better than a 1x3. Ad blocker. Oh no, not ad blocker. Funny thing is, with YouTube ads, the amount of ads they run on the platform, and they don't allow ads in videos. They don't allow ads in videos. You couldn't go to a commercial break in your video. You could have a sponsor. Like, it's not against sponsors. It's against an actual ad, which is why a sponsor will never be a pre-recorded video in the sense of a company getting you to do it. That YouTube doesn't allow. But if you were to speak about a company or that, that's why so many sponsorships happen. That, and people get paid for them as well. So it helps. You're getting paid for saying, you're probably going to be talking about it. No, I like the 1x4, and I'm going to add a slope. Slope with a 1x4. 1x2. I just need a white slope. I need to get me another white slope, which I should have got earlier, because that's what I was going to do earlier. YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium's good. YouTube Premium, you don't get any ads, but creators are still getting played. I haven't re-pulled the trigger yet, but I'm being tempted. YouTube keeps advertising me YouTube Premium. What do you want to return? Do you want a family plan? Oh, perhaps you have kids at uni. I just graduated myself. I don't have kids at uni. It keeps trying to get me to get it. Not yet, but one day I will go back to premium, because it is nice not having to sit through 3-4 ads for a stream. Do the 4s work? They're too thick, but they're only too thick because we got that plate underneath. Get rid of that plate underneath and no longer too thick. I wish that was easier. So what do we need? Like 1x2s and stuff? Oh yes, we need some 1x2s in here. I've only just got some of these white pieces back and now they've gone. I think 1x2s are the most important part in any color. Any color. If you could have an unlimited supply of any piece, 1x2s. That would be my part. I think it's actually recommended you have a ad blocker due to the amount of dodgy ads. I don't keep up with the news, and I think that's why I don't have an ad blocker, because there are a lot of, I see so many people talking about all the ads you get when looking at news articles and a load of pop-ups, and I just don't. I don't click on those sort of things. I get most of my news through like YouTube anyway, and even if I do look at the news, I'm browsing headlines and then I'll go listen to someone talk about it. Oh, I forgot to move the 2x3. But if you do look at a ton of articles, because it's that whole subscription, pay to remove sort of thing, and it does hurt a load of accounts because most people will just ad block their way around it. It is yeah, it's weird how there's so many ads. I mean, on the internet, when I pull it up on stream, I have to use ad block. Otherwise, there are just so many ads popping up, and technically those are against YouTube terms. And every ad that pops up on a website is not going to make a difference. YouTube's not going to remove your account because of pop-ups that you showed accidentally, or something that you can't really control to that extent. But technically against TOS, next time you see someone with a pop-up, maybe let them know about an ad blocker. You know Anakin, right? Oh no. When you see yourself in Anakin, that's when you should be going the other way. But you know when Anakin is talking about basically, to dumb it down a bit too much, he's like, oh, what's wrong with being a separatist if you're getting the job done, sort of thing. The whole, and you're sounding like a separatist, that sort of thing. And what else he say? He says about negotiations with a lightsaber, forceful, aggressive negotiations. There's me with ad blocker, and also Jedi are encouraged. You could say Jedi are encouraged to love, sort of thing. So YouTube doesn't like ad blocker. Actually, on certain sites like Chrome and that, I think YouTube has, what's the opposite of a perk? Like they make your life hard if you use a ad blocker outside of like Premium. Premium's a good ad blocker. YouTube don't like any other ad blocker until it comes around to content and showing things on the platform, in which case they're like, yeah, we don't want to see ads. If you use ad blocker, do as I say, not as I do. 100%. Can't remember if it was the FBI or who recommended it. Fair enough. Yeah, definitely to do with news articles though. You've been searching for the Nil minifig for a good price. Let's have a little look. How much is it going for? The one from Nil is the elephant-like one from Skeleton Crew. So far it is, yeah, £28 the cheapest in the UK. Worldwide, it's £22 in Germany, but a request a shipping quote. That might be because I'm in the UK and I'm looking from the outside, but there's a lot of money just for a figure. And the big thing, well, no one's, is anyone worldwide. Worldwide, there are no stores selling the head. Wow, no stores. Would you look at that? But the torso also seems to be, I'm going to say, the most expensive piece. The legs are cheap. The torso's crazy expensive. I can't believe torsos are so expensive, because they're like the easiest part to replace. There are so many torsos. Getting a good set of legs is This short legs have come on fewer characters than tan overall torsos. Maybe not red overalls, that would affect it, but you can get some dark red torsos as well with that. The big thing with getting minifigures and having minifigures on your list is patience, which you probably didn't want to hear. But I don't know of any good websites other than, so Brickow. Brickow is a good site. I like to use that. If you don't mind using Bricklink, it's very similar if it ships to you. What are these back bits on an X-Wing? But there's no like cheat code for it, I'm afraid. Not that I figured out. Ooh, there's a little like red arrow thing back here. We could get a little something like that back here. It might be too far back here. We've got a blue stripe, just the one blue stripe, and then also one of these bricks needs to be blue. In fact, switch them all to white. Change them to white bricks and add a blue one in there. So literally the 1x4. And is that it? Like, is that our New Republic X-Wing done? Probably the same on the back. Oh, is it the blue stripe? I need a top-down view of this. No, it's just a blue stripe here. And then a blue brick there. Actually, the blue stripe's probably on the farther side of the wing. Let's get some towel. Outside of Brickow, there's probably a few good conventions, and I will say I haven't used it for minifigures, but sites like eBay, Vinted's not only in a lot of European countries, but Vinted have also just opened up to international delivery for a lot of people, which is like eBay. It's an eBay-like site. You get a load of minifigures sold on there. Just be careful with the fake one. No problem. Good luck. Oh, there's a 1x4. Oh, wait, I need a 1x5. Oh, no. I saw another 1x3 in here. Any 1x2s, though? Or just these, then? Well, there is some sort of stripe between them. See, that looks good. But does it look accurate enough for a New Republic X-Wing? New Republic X-Wing. Do we even see an image? Oh, this is a thick line. There's actually a thicker line and a thinner line. Ooh, do I just do a thick stripe of blue? The thicker line is a bit further, and we'd show that off with an extra one tile. And same upside down, probably. A lot of the newer ships are very symmetrical, so we'll repeat that pattern back here, get rid of that 2x4, get another 1x4 to replace the dark red, and then some rounded off bricks as well. Four, and God, extreme luck. I'm looking away. I mean, I guess I could fill for a 1x4, but at the minute I'm not picking up anything besides 2x. Maybe I need to empty that a bit more. Oh, I thought that was a 1x4. All right, let's get the blue tiles away first. And that will give us the space we need. That way we can pour them out. Didn't I clear my tray? I did, but I lost it. So that we could start using it again. I need to use for all these sand blue 1x1s. Why couldn't Adelphi base be sand blue? Why did is Adelphi base sand blue? Because I assume those domes, specifically the domes, they look great. They don't look... like maybe bluish grey, but they're not sand blue. They're more like metal sheets. Get a good look at that in the movie. We already got a pretty decent look at Adelphi base in the concept art for season 3 and season 3 itself. Let's bring up Adelphi. How do I spell it? Let me get my title up. Adelphi base. Adelphi baseball? What? Do they have baseball team? It's actually tan. They don't look like metal sheets. They look, I just assumed they were metal sheets because of the shape and they kind of look at it from the inside. It actually looks like a sandstone or something. There's a load of grey mocks. No, they're maybe light bluish grey. They're different to the sand that it's on. Maybe light bluish grey. I'd still say like a tan though. Especially in these shots. I might even be tempted to go with white. I think white and like a yellowed white Lego brick. This is what a yellowed white Lego brick is like. They've got that consistency of metal, that texture on them. Yeah, maybe they're more like white, light bluish grey. There's a few hangers as well. So for a Adelphi base, we could get the doorway to one of the hangars and then like a little bar scene on the inside. Thanks for hanging, Snow. May the bricks be with you. Next stream will be Thursday, hopefully. Also, whilst we're talking about next streams, the streams themselves are listed on the Discord, which is now open to the public. You can sign up to the Discord and be notified of. You can also choose not to be notified, but you can be notified of all the streams, and I'm updating the events. I think it says events at the top of the Discord. I'm updating them for the streams that I will and will not be there for, and any other extra ones I'll also be showing on the Discord. So keep an eye out for those. We got the 2 1x4s. How are you? Oh, a tan 1x3. I'm keeping that in. Oh, and a hidden little bit of colour back here. I don't know if that's part of the original set, but it's part of mine. And then we just need to pop these off. Do I have a white one of those, or do I want to keep it grey, not tan? Yeah, I want to keep it grey because there's that grey ring on the official set, but then there's a bit of white that sticks out. So a little white brick and get a blue one in the middle as well. And then same as on the top of the wing, we don't really know what this looks like. I don't think we see much of a shot from below the X-Wing, at least not until the official dictionary's out or the movie hits Disney+. We also don't need Luke's lightsaber. That can go. Sorry, Luke. You're not Luke right now. You are, yeah, I'm not going to say Carson Taver or Ward. I'll probably try and get one of the other figures in there. Oh, and the white bricks, that's right. Oh, we need 1, 2. We need at least 8. At least 8 of these. If we've got more, 12. So there's 8. Pull 1. I think we got it. 2, 3, 4. That should be 12. And oh, blue. We need blue as well. Do I have any bright blue? Yes. Hopefully 4 of them. Why don't I have that many blue? 1, 2. Oh, you're a cone. You tricked me. Maybe a white cone on the end is the right thing to do. 1, 2. There was another one. It's not that much. I just didn't see how many more there were. None in that. Nice purples though. Opalescent purples. Right, maybe there was only 2. Okay, well, we'll just add white ones to the base and pretend they're blue. We'll use our imagination. put it to good use. That is putting it to good use, I suppose. And then we need an extra stud on the back, which, yeah, we do. We do. I can't argue with that. A holy white stud. 4 of them, in fact. 1. Uh-oh. 2. Oh, no. What have I used the holy studs for? Hold on. I've used a load of these recently in grey. Did I use white ones in BB? If so, whoops. And no, they're not meant to be holy studs. They're meant to fill the gaps at the back. They're meant to be studs. I might have been saved by that. Or cursed, because I can't find any white studs either. You're coming with me. Oh, that's a few white studs. 1, 2, 3. That is, no, that's a light blue, but that's a white next to it. That's a lime green. That's a yellow, there's a white. And there's the 4 tips. Oh, we'll put the grey ones away in a second. Hello there. We are building Adelphi base. Or at least planning it through. I forgot I put a lightsaber in here. So modifying the Smart Plate X-Wing and the Yavin Temple Y-Wing, which both scale to each other. Do we have a 150 scale Y-Wing? I'm not sure. I don't know if we've got a Y-Wing that scales to the New Republic X-Wing. And then this single plate out here, that is going to go, and we're going to get a brick. That's another area. The New Republic X-Wing stretches out a little bit. Bit wider than the Rebel X-Wing. So we are, this works. The reason the Smart Plate X-Wing works is because the New Republic ship should be bigger than the Rebel X-Wing. So that's why the New Republic X-Wing that came out is almost to the same scale as this is. For the Rebel, the Smart Play set, not this modification, the Smart Play set, because they're different sizes in universe, and it works in the favor of the New Republic ship, not the Smart Play set. Thank you very much. So just got to fix the back ends, and then we'll start building a little bit of a Adelphi base. If they came in a twin pack, I'm not even sure we'd get much of a Adelphi base. A crate and a door. I don't even think we'd get a bar. I think it'd be a crate and a door. The door being the hardest part, but the Mando, oh wait, the Mando build came with a small door, didn't it? We don't have to build a big scale door. It would be nice. It would be nice. Do we have Adelphi base measurements? We just need to get the look. If it looks like a Adelphi base, I think we're cool. You're meant to go up here. If it doesn't look like a Adelphi base, we are in trouble. So there's the X-Wing from the top down. That shouldn't look any different today. And for the door, I think we keep to the same size as the Mando Hut Sentry. I think that's a decent doorway. It would be a different build for the door because the door's a lot smaller base, like compared to the arch. The Mando Hut Sentry door is massive. It's the whole height of the tunnel. It's probably to get those robots and some of the huts through. But this door is almost human size, maybe Zeb size. A little bigger than human size. All right, there's the base. Hey, and best part about it, the button still works. The cockpit can dance. Happy cockpit. Oh, it's definitely my favorite part of that, even without the smart brick. Tons of fun there. Let's get rid of these. We don't need the bricks. So the door will have some slopes, but we'll only build it like 2 studs wide. With the holy studs. The holy studs. with a square door, or is it, because I suppose it depends which little base bit we're building, but the image that I popped up had 2 doors, so I'm thinking 2x6s, because Zeb's minifigure isn't actually that tall. And 7's going to be a pain. I think 6 fits like Mando's helmet as well. So 2x6s. Let's bring up, just like we did with the New Republic X-Wing Starfighter, let's take some inspo from the huts and try and find... Funny how it's coming out August, but they're based on when they're uploaded to the site. This door. So we want 6 tall, which means the slope we want. Actually, I might do 6x4. 6x4 on the doors for this hut down here. If that's 6, no, if that's 6 tall, it might have to be like 6x8. Those doors are wide. But I'm going to go with 6x4. Cut them off a little bit. We'll have some crates to the right and to the left. Maybe like a power... Maybe like a power box to the right of it. And then if that's 6, it kind of needs to be 12-ish tall. That's crazy being 12 tall. 6, maybe 10 tall. Maybe 10 tall if we add like 5 pleats of slopes. Then it's only 8. And that's double the slopes on the side. It is a half circle. So this needs to be a half circle. Let's get some slopes and start planning. I've got a few more greys dotted around. So there we are. 4, 3. I said 8, 9, 10 tall. 10 tall would be like 20 plates. 20 plates, plates flipped on their side. So these 20 plates wide. That doesn't work, does it? Because actually it'd be this way, flipped on its side, 20 wide. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. And we basically just need more of that exact slope. We could get a little cheese slope or something in the corner, couldn't we? But I'm thinking snot bricks will be... Snot bricks won't be perfect. They will be better. I think they'll be better. Let me keep this one out. And then if I want to add a cheese slope to the side, I don't think I will add a cheese slope to the side, but if this doesn't look round, the cheese slope will make it round. Also, how many 1x4s do I have and why are they all used up in Maul? Wait, no, I don't have them all built. Do I have them all built? I don't have them all built. Maybe I do. Is that what's in this box down here? Is this the Darth Maul and Co box? Because I know Yavin's in here. But I thought that's all it was. Yeah. Oh, no. Darth Maul. Here's the Maul build. So I can start taking some slopes off this. That's the handy thing. Do I have another side like that? The other pod built with? No, none of those fancy ones. Ah, well, that was quite nice. Only I had a few more, maybe dark grey works on the back, or like on the left hand side, a little darker, a little shadow maybe, a little shadow. Let's see what that looks like, because the sun does come down from the top. So that would be dark grey. Wait, didn't I say this was like a white tan anyway? I'm using the wrong colour. Not that white's any better, but I might have a few more. All right, white and grey then. That settles it. What do I need? 4 of each. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. In the tub you go. Not needed anymore. Just got to put them all together with like a white outline. I also feel like it sticks out a little bit, so I wonder how this would look. Just some regular snot bricks. Nothing too special. Panels would do, again, white or tan. Not light bluish grey, white or tan. And that's to mainly cover the corners. Make sure they're all secure like so. And then we'll get some clip bricks in there to hold on the 6 by, what did we say? 6 by 2, 6 by 3s maybe. 6 by 4s. 6 by 4s might just be crazy enough to work. Might just be. You probably want to go one under, didn't you? Yeah, and then we've got, oh, hold on, hang on a second. Wait, that works. It makes it smaller. We don't want that. We don't want it. We don't want it to be smaller. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The doors will be this tall. No. Yeah, like it kind of does work. So the X-wing is half the height, and right now the X-wing is more than half the height. The X-wing is it more than half the height? Hold on a second. Wait, that looks good from that angle. It doesn't look as good from my angle. It goes up to about these bricks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5. And then we've only got another 1, 2, 3 and a bit. So we need an extra 1 at least. But that don't look bad either. And then if we widen it for the figure doors, no, it's something about that final step. I think we need to see this built. I need to see this built so I know how wide it's going to be. Right, that's destiny that we just had those parts connected. That 1 by 2 on that 1 by 4, it was asking to be put down. Any 1 by 6s in white, or do I not have any of those? Because they're not in that drawer. Maybe I don't have any 1 by 6s in white. A load of 1 by 5s. So let's keep up with the 4s and the 2s. Just use them all. Why not? Why not? Why would I save any 4s and a 2? And I can use them to build my own. I need an 8. I need an 8. Oh, of course I need an 8. After all that about 4s and 2s and everything else, I don't have any 1 by 8s to hand. So I need some, what, 6s and 2s. Or just 4s. If I have a 1 by 8, I could use some 1 by 1s in the corner. And then we get some more bricks. Wait, we can't really get any bricks in there. And where's the door gonna be? Like, do I need to add an arch? Let's get some 6 by 4s in white, and I'll add some tiles on the top to pattern them as we see fit. 6 by 4s. Oh look, this pair we're waiting for it. 6 by 4s. Oh, that's a nice one. Do I have another one of those, or is that going to be too hard to fit a tile on? Might be a bit hard for a tile, but I do have another one. I'll grab these tiles. I think I've got at least 1 pair of white. And both these doors look different though on the screen. I should probably put them this way around. And then I think I need the other tiles. So on the right hand side, we have any 1 by 6s? Yep. We have a little strip down here, so maybe a 1 by 3 or something on top. Oh, what have I got? 1 by 3. Didn't mean to throw those on the floor. Come back! Come back! If we got a playset, this is definitely what it would be like for a Adelphi base. It would be a little bit of a door or a little bit of something, and then we've got a strip. So I'll keep that clear. And then on the other side, we do have an angle on the bottom. It's a bit more like those 2x2 half cuts. In with the Nexo shields. These are the pieces. It's a bit more like that, where it just comes out all of a sudden. And then there's a block off in the middle. And I feel like there's something coming up the right and then going up the side, and probably the same thing at the top. Definitely the same thing at the top. So maybe a 2x4 in the middle, and then we keep these corners. No, that doesn't feel enough, but at the same time, it also feels kind of too much. Maybe a Nexo, no, because it gives the wrong angle. Well, we could get some clips on the side there, and same with the side here. Maybe a 1x2 in the middle, or a 1x2, or a 2x2. Maybe a 2x2. Maybe, just maybe a 2x2. Maybe, perhaps, we might be able to get a 2x2. And then, ooh, do we stick a bar up the side? Or do we have some clip bricks? Or do we just run with both and switch them around as well? Yeah, I'm sure we can build it on its side and then get it to prop up, especially with brackets of a sort. So this will stick out. Yeah, that's not bad. I think a clip would just be better though. Proper horizontal one. Maybe even using these bars. Ooh. How many of those do I have in white? Go on. Yeah, I've got 4 of them. Let's get these away. The reason I'm switching them for the other bars is because you can get I don't have horizontal clips. You can get a horizontal clip, top and bottom of it, with a brick in between, which just secures it way more than anything else we could possibly use. I have enough of these in white as long as they don't break, but even the broken ones here work, which is why I keep broken clips in my collection. I can squeeze 1 or 2 of these underneath. Well, I mean, each door is going to have 4 clips. I think that's a bit overkill for a little minifigure door. Not holding any weight. And on the outside here, what I might do is build the bases into the bottom. Don't need that one. Just need these 2. I think they're perfect size as well. Or should I build these backwards? Should these be on the back end and secured? Ooh, no, I think we put them on front. The doors also should slide, but I'm going to have them open inwards because sliding seems a little too much, and this is all going to be plated out as well. So we're going to need a few more plates there. Yeah, and we'll keep the snot bricks around as well. That way I'm not going back and forth to that drawer. So 1s, 2s, 4s, and a 5. All plates that I've got a few of in white. No 6s, no 8s, none of the other common numbers, but for some reason a lot of these ones, and we're going to need to double up the 4s. So it's even more 2s. Even more. This is where the bracket could go for one of those crates. Something we build on the side and get it attached to the door so it really isn't going anywhere. And then more snot bricks down the line here. When I say down the line, I'm pretty sure I mean like right down the line, don't I? So the clips have to go in here. one at the base, and then we have a brick. That brick can't be a snot brick. So that's just a 1x2. And then there's another plate on top. That's got some red on it. That should not be. Another plate. And then we've got 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could hit it with a double tall snot brick that I don't seem to have in white. Or we could split it into 2, have one side with a 2-plate tall brick with a snot brick. That would essentially be the same thing, and we might need that on top as well. We'll keep an eye out for that. And then the other side will have a 1x2 plate, then a brick, and then a 1x2 tile, or a 1x1 tile, which I like the sound of a little more than the 1x2, because that'll give us a bit more support on top. We'll be able to get our clip into that. We just need to get some bricks now. Some, what I say, 1x8, 1x2. 1x2 would be the best. Do I have any in this drawer? Oh, look at the wedges. Oh, so many. But not the ones that I need. And you have no 1x8s, because you're in this drawer. Just the one 1x8. Yes. I do have like 20 of them. In case we want to build an entire bracket, we just run some 1x8s through this and go absolutely crazy with it. Oh wait, no, I need some, what, 1x7s? We shall see about those 1x7s. Maybe let's not use 1x7s. And then plate. Oh, we could have used a brick. Oh no, that's a brick. What have I done? Oh, can't believe I've done that. Cannot believe it. When that should have been a brick. Overcomplicating a bit, but we haven't used a brick. Well, we haven't used one of these white 1x1s either. Let's get a brick. White 1x1. That isn't a million bricks tall. Yeah, that works better than a plate does. And then this is our custom little brick we've made. Oh, you're a million bricks. No. Why is everything so high in white? I just want a few 1x2s. There you go, 5 of you. That should be enough. Just need to get some 6s. I think it's 6s we need on the top. This is what the 1x1 plate is for, because we need a clip on top of it to support the next arch. And a 1x1. Hold on, how tall are we getting here? I don't think you fit. I don't think you fit up there. I think we have to lower you by a plate onto this. I really do. In fact, I don't even know if you fit on a plate. You need one plate more, but there's only a half plate in there. Ooh. Well, well, well. That would mean you wouldn't fit. And we could get like a half tall rounded one or something. Or, what's that, 2 plates to round it off? Or do we want it a little taller? I can't remember what we wanted the height to be originally. It just about fits the brick underneath. We could use a second stud to clip something in there. I feel like we owe it that much. Oh, and it doesn't turn out at this point. Even here, it barely turns in. So that's going to be a problem. We can either round off this brick in the middle, probably the easiest thing we could do. Hello there. And if we don't round off the brick in the middle, then we'd have to switch out how we do the door. So let's try and round out this so that we can get it to So we want to round out this brick so we can get the door open. And we also want another stud on the top, which might mean getting a base for this whole display. Oh, if we had a snot brick somewhere around here, we'd be able to get a platform underneath, and this would lower by 1. But I'm not sure that really helps us in any way. So let's start off with this. Round brick. Round brick is an interesting term, because what sort of round brick do I go for? Do I stack some round plates? Do I get a bigger round brick and stack that? Do I just need one round plate and then a round brick on top? And that should give us the room for the door to swing open. But would it be secure enough? Would it be too fragile? Let's answer all those questions by giving it a go. And if this works, maybe we will come back and build a little bar for him, especially with that IG head that comes in the advent calendar. That's the main reason I want that IG. I don't really care about the IG itself. I really want it for a cantina scene. I think it would look amazing. My little pistons for the door. So where were you? You were in here somewhere. You must have been right on top. And then we'd need another 1 by 1. Of course we would, because 1 is never enough. Do we have a... yeah, we have a few more. A few stacks of the big ones, but the little ones are in here too. And then this just stacks up like that, like the 1 by 2 brick did that we created, and hopefully is a bit more secure. Just like we want. So side in, door in. Hold on, we flipped the door. How did that happen? Oh, you're the different door. We want you door. And, oh, yes, it opens. Beautiful. It opens. We still need a brick on top though. And then same on the other side. We just got to make note of what we've done. I don't see Lego making a Adelphi base purely, and this is purely because I don't know how much longer we'll see a Adelphi base. I think because we know it's there, they can run with it in the comics, and I'd love to see it again. I'd love to see it again. I'm not sure if it will pop. I don't see it popping up in Ahsoka, because this feels more, in a way, Resistance-y, the way they bend the rules, the way they play around with it. I know it's New Republic technically, but it feels a bit like this could be one of the groups that survive and then become the, like, join the Citizen Fleet. We don't know that none of the Citizen Fleet were Resistance, New Resistance, because there are a lot of New Resistance ships, and we saw the Ghost, you know. They're probably just in hiding from the First Order, or in shock, or maybe the not Resistance, the New Republic. Maybe the New Republic were off fighting front. We really don't know what was going on. We need to get that filled in ASAP, please. Disney, if you're watching. Lego could come out with a bunch of sets for it. Like, it doesn't need to be the most accurate things on the planet. Be fun for them to theorize. I'm sure they've been told not to. There we go. Oh, yes. So we're swapping you out for a brick. In fact, why are we even choosing a 2 brick? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's why. Because 14 is an ugly, ugly number when it comes to brick widths. What is this? Are you a... if you're a 12, that would be perfect. Oh, you look like a 12. You feel like a 12. You are a 12. We just need one more snot brick in the side, and we've got our Adelphi base, like, mean structure. I'm going to build a little bottom for it, I think. That would help. Oh, I want to get a snot brick in there. I want to get a snot brick in there so badly, because that would just reinforce everything. Do I have any of the white ones left? I'll just use the last ones of those, and all right, what can we mess around with? To be fair, all of this brick at the top, it's not really doing anything. We could use a 1x1, and then this would need to be that funky 2-plate brick. So 2-plate brick. Do we have the 1x1? Do we have like a sign up by the door? We have a little, there is, what would you call that? There is like a shelter that's sticking out. So let's see if we can whack something in there. We might need a few more snot bricks in white if we've got them. And then clip back on top. 1x1 brick. Do I have a 1x1 brick laying around? Or, no 1x1 brick. Let's not overcomplicate that. There's another 2. That gives us the extra stud connection on top, which secures this bit vertically. Also can secure the side on, which is what we need. Shame we don't have a 1x14, which would be perfect. And then a exact copy on the other side. So snot brick. That first one wasn't a snot brick. Hang on a second. And then door up on top and the side in as well. Perfect, beautiful door. You need to be the other way around. So we might need to get some different tiles, mainly some 1x2s and a 1x6. It's as if we prepared for that earlier. Shame we didn't have another 1x2 out though. Asking for too much. Oh wait, where's that one? There's probably one in here, but I don't think it was that one. No, a lot of 1x1s at the bottom there. Come on, extreme luck. Are you a 1x2 or are you 1x3? 1x2, hey! And now we've got the door. The base is tan. We're going to do a tan base. We want the doors to open, which they don't bump into those snot bricks. They're uncovered. Perfect. So I'm going to get a clip piece in there so that we can hold on. I'd love to do a material piece. We're just going to have to go with a few bars over the top, I think. We get a good clip and bar connector combo. Where did the clip go? Oh, I used them. No, I think I put them back. Yeah, I buried them. Are you gonna play nice there? Or are you gonna fall over, make a big mess? Good thing they're all bagged. I'm gonna go with a light bluish grey, but I really want to go brown. I want to build it. I want to have some brown bars going across the top at least. But what's the best way to secure some bars? You could like wrap them up, but with Lego, and especially with the elements that we're using, because this is gonna stick up like so. With these pieces, I don't really know, unless we stick them up here. But I feel like we should be able to fold it back. Maybe that's what we're doing. We're stretching it out from the back. So we could get some bars across, coming in, hooking inwards. Some of those Django pistols. Yeah, let's grab a few. And that could be the start of whatever we've got going on. We could have some 1x2s as long as the door, it goes over the door. Goes over the door, which means the door clears it. We just need to connect a little. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe we just have some plates. If we can get a brown 1x2 clip that won't break, what are the odds that these are going to break? Oh no, please don't. Right. You seem to be all right. Are you gonna stay all right if we add some tiles to you? And are you blocking the door? More importantly, door still opens, right? Because you went down a little bit. Yeah, you went down a bit too far there. Up you go. And it is kind of riding too high. I know I said we needed the door to be bigger than it would have been. Oh, wait a second. Easy fix. Flip the clip. That is the easiest fix. Flipping the clip. We get some tiles down here. We might even be able to add a slope to raise it a little bit. And this can fold up. Oh, genius. We need something that can fold out like this, but still cover the back. Oh, would a tile fit? Would a tile coming out of here hold up? Or even an underside slope? Let's get some 2x brown tiles, or dark tan, or whatever colour we've got best. Oh, by 4, isn't it? So a 6. A 6 can stick out. Oh, please say I've got enough of these. That's an 8. That is too far. All right, we'll connect these in the middle so that they don't go astray. And hopefully, if I've got an 8 and a 4 and another 6, one other 6, yes, we can have a upper deck. I've got a plan. If we have 2 different decks, we can pull the bottom one out to look like we're extending it without it doing too much in the way of actually extending anything. Do I want white or do I want brown for the full deck? Well, it's probably best to keep it the same colour. So I'm going to go with white. The plan is to replace that 1x1 in that top 1x3 slope with an inverted slope, and maybe even get a 1x2 on that. Maybe get a 1x2 or a, what are they called? These pieces that look like lights. Get some of these underneath, because that's what's securing this. Now that I know I can get a plate underneath it. Doors open fine. We need to secure the base. And then secure the base. Secure a Adelphi base. And then go on, fit. Oh, you don't fit. Oh, why don't you fit? Oh, I put you the wrong way around, but you still don't fit because you're a plate. Yeah, I should have worked that one out. Of course you don't fit. Or we could have you coming down from the top. Oh, no. Yeah. So I actually want 1x3s coming out the side. And maybe it's a permanent feature. I did like the idea of having it retractable, but this is going to have to be a permanent feature so that I can get it insecure enough. Otherwise, if it's retractable, it's just too weak, and I don't trust any of these brown plates. Not with any sort of weak connection. I'm even going to reinforce these on the underside, so there's no chance of folding it back. We're locking them in place, and that should stop them flailing around, but it gets our Adelphi base door looking really, really snazzy. We've got the layers on the top. We got the door underneath. We need some crates around the bottom and a little sandy display. Let's see what we can whip up. Oh, lovely sizes there. Lovely sizes there. And we have smaller corners. Yes. Oh, wait, where would I want it to be? It's quite a flat display. Not a flat display. Well, it is a flat display. It's quite a flat terrain is what I meant to say though. So we keep this as flat as we can. I think that's a 4x8 and a 6x4. which I have dark tan. But you're a 6 by like 10. You're too big. So a 4. Wait a sec. 4 by 8, yeah. In here. Oh yeah, you might stick out to the side a little bit. And then a 6 by 6. Not whatever I said, 6 by 8 and something. And then I'm going to use another white. No, I'm going to use a tan one because I'm going to probably not like the way it looks if there's a white bit sticking out in the sand. And then, got 1 by 2. I saw ya. Oh, there's a few there. These 1 by 2 plates are going to hold down the entire thing. Everything. We can't actually, can we even get these slopes in with the doors? Because isn't that going to obstruct? Yeah, we can't even get these pieces out in front. I'm going to put the 4s on their side. And get some... Oh, we're going to have to 6-4 the top. We're going to have to. Or we just 8 and get some 1 by 1s. Or like a 2. Nah. Don't I have a 1 by 6? You're a 1 by 6, aren't you? Yeah, there we are. And a 1 by 1 would still be good for the outside, but I'd take a 1 by 2. I'd take a few of them. 1 and a 2, because the white's going to overstretch. So I'm hoping the doors can still open, and we can get some crates posted on the side. Oh, the doors, the doors, the doors, the doors. How far can the doors open? Can we get a minifigure all in there? I suppose now that we've got, let's take it off for a second. Now that we've got the round brick in there, could we put them back inside? It would work with a white ingot. It wouldn't work, like, I don't think this 2x4 is going to be all too happy about the situation. Oh. There we go. That should stop it falling apart anytime soon. But I think it should work if I replace it with some sort of ingot or that. Does it work with a tile? Oof, never mind. Works with a tile. I'm not questioning that. Let's get another 2 by 2, which is what we had initially, because it breaks up the door a bit like the other side. And now we've got our 2 doors that are locked. Look how cool this looks just as a minifigure display. It's like the Ninjago Legacy kit. And then the doors can open, so you can get a minifigure walking through, or you can just have the doors that are functional shut, which looks better even in the Mando set. Even in the Mando set, it does look a little bit better when the door's shut, because of, it's just a very, like, it's a hinge door. It's good for play, good for imagination, but it works, and that's all you need to know. You don't need to be opening and closing that thing. Imagination, you can just have them go through the door and the minifigure can go around it, you know. It doesn't need to look too pretty. But with the crates, I think this is our Adelphi base. Adelphi. They got Wi-Fi at Adelphi. Adelphi base doesn't. So green crate or sand green crate or brown crates on the right, and I think we do those small crates, like 1 by 3 plates, or 1 by 1, maybe 1 by 2, maybe 1 by 2 bricks, or a combination of, I think they should be brown, but we got brown on the top. Let's use dark bluish grey. Dark bluish grey, and I'll get some grills as well. Grills and jumpers to go on top of them. I was only thinking of doing 3, 4, and I'm going to make them brick size. So two 1x2 plates stacked on top with a grill for the topmost. But let's get some jumper ones in there. Now, the door's going to open that way, so if I stack these like that, then see that one in the corner, has to then be flat, so that's a grill. That's a grill, and I can add one on its own just in front, but that jumper a little out in front, we can add an angled one. That might be it. Let's not add another one. That might be it. A little, maybe a pole to hold up this top bit. How big? Six long with a dome on top. Actually, make that 6 long with a dome, a cone on either side, especially sticking out at the bottom. Let me put some of these back. What don't we need? White plates, probably ain't going to use you. No colourful plate. Well, maybe green. Maybe a dark green would look pretty cool. But none of these plates, none of these tiles. We've got all the colour that we need. And there should be another one in white. Not missing any of you, am I? No, I think the rest are ingots. I hope the rest are ingots. And then, yeah, we'll deal with the long one in it. No, let's put that away as well. And the snot bricks. We're not going to need those for our crates. I might even just get one massive crate to whack on the right hand side. I like the sound of ingots. Oh no, there were more white plates and tiles behind. It's a trap. So one cone on the underside. Where do you have to be? You have to be in the annoying empty space. Of course you do. I'm going to put you one forward or one to the side. Oh, one to the side would look like it's actually, well, it would be. It would actually hold up the hinge. Not to mention it fits perfectly with our combination of bars and cones. There we are. And then the right hand side, also the doors don't open enough to, no, they go a little near it, but not really. And the right hand side, we've got some big green crates. Now, how far do you turn? Enough to block anything from being there. Oh, unless, what if the cheese slopes were on there? No, these are like cube. Yeah, these are just boxes. I'm gonna get some of those Imperial logo ones, but then like confiscated goods. Yes, yes, yes. They're in here, right? Yes, these are the ones. Confiscated Imperial goods. And we'll have like an unmarked box as well. Because they're not all marked cargo. But they're definitely all confiscated. And then, all right, we can get some jumpers on the top. I should probably get rid of these jumpers while I'm over here. Get some grey jumpers. But on the top one, I think we should do something a bit more, a bit special. Be it with grills, be it with ingots. Ingots sounds nice. 2 grey ingots. That sounds good. So Imperial logo very clear on the bottom. And then an unmarked crate. And you need to be stuck quite a bit out, don't you? And then, oh, you could be going against the wall. And then some wording with the Imperial insignia either side. And 2 ingots back to back. Go on. Go on then. All right, one at a time. You, and do you fit? Do you fit? Oh, you don't really. So maybe I just have the 2. I can't fit the 3 of them. Let's stick with the 2, and I think that's Adelphi. You know what? I know that's Adelphi base done. I'm confident with that sort of build. Oh, we've got a few little side bits. They're not included. Sold separately and all that. Come on, out of here all use. But the X-Wing, the Y-Wing, and the Adelphi base, that would be a solid set. That'd actually be a really good set. What have I placed where? Are you? No. Oh, you're not meant to be up there. Although it is handy because I did need that draw. But still, not meant to be there. I still have the white slopes, have I forgotten? Yes. And then plates. Oh, I'll put this all away in a minute. That bit I don't mind doing later on. Here is right out of the way. Here is our Adelphi base with the semblance. You see what I mean with the bringing in the base. That is to me the exact same. That's the same as looking at this image. You can see it's all there, but it's not on the Lego. It's not. It's tiny. It's flat. Literally not a stud behind it. But it's enough because you know what it's meant to be. You could have an interior behind this if Lego wanted to go an extra step further. I think this is all you need of a Adelphi base. This with an X-Wing in front. Like you gotta imagine it. This would be at the back of the display. And then you'd have a bit like Yavin, you'd have like the X-Wing parked out front. The Y-Wing, I think at the start of the movie was being towed. We've also lost a foot for the Y-Wing. The Y-Wing has lost a foot, but the Y-Wing parked the other side. That's gonna look really good on display. Where did the Y-Wing's foot go? Why is it gone? Let's see if we've got another. What was it? It was a round 1x2 bar brick, one of those newer funky ones, the double bars that look like they got legs of their own. One of these pieces. So let's add that underneath. I think that goes underneath where the figure is. It's not too close to the front, and then that could also clip onto a vehicle to pull it along, but that looks better. That looks good. That does look good. Happy with the progress today. I think that would be a solid. I don't see that, pardon me, going for as much as Lego would try and sell it for. How much? I mean, I'd love this to be maybe the X-Wing a few less parts and not the cockpit feature. I'd love this to be a 90 quid set. But with the Razor Crest, if the Razor Crest was 90, I think this has to be 80. I think this has to be smaller than the Razor Crest. If the Razor Crest is £90, no way this is £90. Like, as a set, get rid of the Smart Play feature. You've got rid of like 100 parts in the back here. But I'm really happy with how they turned out. The blue X-Wing, the red Y-Wing. Now we need a yellow A-Wing. Nah, I don't like the sound of a yellow A-Wing. If it's yellow, let it mellow. Get that A-Wing out of here. But that is all for today's stream. We're going to end it a little early so I can prepare a few more videos for the rest of the week. What have we done so far for Mando? Before we wrap it up, let's go. We've got the Int 4, we've got the ATRT, we've got the Anzelin ship, we've got the Starhopper, the Razor Crest, we've got the Mantellian Savarip. I might build an Ardenian stall for that. And, well, actually, with the stall I think would fit because it's closed up when we see them rampage in. Maybe even a speeder. Maybe even a speeder and rotter. Oh, we got to get a little rotter. A little rotter. The stall would be good. I'm thinking what else we could do. The U-Wing I would love to rebuild. Maybe we rebuild, like maybe we build a smaller U-Wing. A simpler U-Wing. And the Doug Hut. Ooh, the Doug Hut. That would be a good one. So there's a few more builds that we've got for next week. I'll decide between one of those three. I'm leaning towards the Ardenian store, I'll be honest. So stay tuned for that. And until then, keep an eye out for this video. A few more Mando builds to come. And don't forget about the magazine on Wednesday. I think every Wednesday for the next couple of weeks, there's a good one on shelves, especially here in the UK. And in Europe, you're already getting the good ones. So enjoy them. Until next time, may the bricks be with you.